Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. Just because you're successful and you're rich and you have more options than the average guy, why does he think just because you have success that you're going to want to be with more than one woman? That's what doesn't make any sense to me. What up? It's your boy Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, it's Tuesday morning. I'm feeling good, feeling refreshed from my long weekend. Yesterday I was a little tired and groggy, but I am feeling good today and ready to deliver you guys an awesome show. All right, I got 3 lead stories for you today. We're going to start off talking about Joe Biden not stepping down. Then we're going to talk about a story that we broke yesterday. Well, we didn't break it, but we spoke about it yesterday. Bhad Bhabie answers back to her critics about her being physically abused. Then we're going to talk about Aries Spears saying women should stop buying and wearing big fake lashes. Actually, really funny. It's going very viral right now. Then we're going to jump into quick news. We're going to talk about Hitmaka thinking that a successful man should not be with one woman only. And then we're going to talk a little bit about J-Lo. Then we got 2 questions of the day. And then, as always, we're going to close out with a little bit of sports news. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, radio, or your devices up. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. President Biden sends a letter to Democrats as he's determined to remain in the presidential race. This is what he quotes. He said, "It's time to come together, move forward as a unified party and defeat Donald Trump." All right. Now that the holiday weekend has come to an end, things are back to business, and President Biden made it clear that he will remain in the presidential race when he shared a former letter to the congressional Democrats. In the letter, he states, "We have one job, and that is to beat Donald Trump. We have 42 days until the Democratic convention and 119 days until the general election. Any weakening of resolve or lack of clarity about the task ahead only helps Trump and hurts us. It's the time to come together, move forward as a unified party, and defeat Donald Trump." All right, I like the words, but actions speak louder than words. The article goes on to say, as previously reported, some Democrats have voiced their concern about Biden continuing in the race. Last week, Representatives Lloyd Doggett became the first Democrat to publicly call for Biden to drop out. According to multiple outlets, Jenny Rader, Mark something, and then Adam Smith are other Democrats who called Biden to step down as well. Nevertheless, in this letter, Biden reminded the party that there was a process of choosing a Democratic nominee, which he won. He says we have a Democratic nomination process, and the voters have spoken clearly and decisively. I received over 14 million votes. 87% of the votes casted across the entire nomination process. I have nearly 3,900 delegates, making me the presumptive nominee of our party by a wide margin. This is a process open to anybody who wanted to run. Only 3 people chose to challenge me. He said, in conclusion, Big Joey is not stepping down. How can we stand for democracy in our nation if we ignore it in our own party? We can't do that. So that's it. It's official. Joe Biden is not stepping down. One little thing to note here, saying about like that nobody challenged him, there's only 3 people racing. That's because that's how the Democratic Party was. There's a lot of people that actually wanted to run, and it's out of a respect thing where it's like, okay, if you are the income president, then we're not going to challenge you. So you can't look at it now and be like, ha, nobody challenged me, is because that's not how it works. It works that you were supposed to step down and say, okay, I don't want to run again. And then you have people coming that get into the primary. So that's the first thing that I really didn't love that he did. Second of all, I have always been, I always kind of sat on, I don't want to say sat on the fence, but what's the word I'm looking for? I was always on the side of saying, Okay, he's a little slow in speeches, 100%. We all know, like my mom reminds me all the time, he has a stutter. He's not just only being nervous or can't remember or whatever. So I do know that he has a stutter and a speaking impediment, quote unquote. But I was always on the side of saying, you know what, he doesn't speak well. He's not a charismatic speaker, but that really doesn't have much to do with actually running the country. So, but I am kind of moving away from that a little bit. And there's been too many mistakes for my liking. And I'm trying to be fair. Like, there's been too many mishaps. I heard him just on the stage the other day saying, I'm not getting out the race. I will beat Donald Trump. I will beat him like I did before, and I'll beat him again in 2020. Now, he meant to say, I beat him in 2020. I'll beat him in 2024. But what came out, and he didn't even realize and even correct himself. So there's just too many mishaps, man. The debate, obviously, which everybody saw, he made another mistake on a radio station. So there's just too much. And even if even if you're getting a little older and your speech is not 100% proper, but he says you could still do the job. How are the conversations on the phone when you're talking to other world leaders? That's what I would like to know, Anyways, I try to not get too political with this podcast, as you all know. So I'm not saying, vote for Biden, don't vote for Biden or Trump or whatever. I'm just here to give you my opinion like I do every day and give you my take on things. And I am now on the side of the people. Not fully, but I'm a little bit more now on the side of being like, yeah, you should replace him. He should step down and somebody else, because you're going to have another debate. You're going to keep on having more talking and him talking and doing more interviews. And you can't keep having these slip ups, man. This is the United States of America. Like, this is crazy. So anyways, let me know what you guys think. Send me an email, trentoutloud@cfqr600.com. Comment below or send me a DM at Trent Out Loud on Instagram or at Exclucity Media on Instagram. All right, in our second lead story, Bhad Bhabie shares a message after posting photos and videos of her being physically abused by her child's father. And she says he's going to get the help he needs. So, by the way, just to note, yesterday I said Bhad Bunny, I think twice, and then I switched over to Bhad Bhabie. So just want to make sure that the story yesterday about somebody being physically abused is Bhad Bhabie, the Catch Me Outside girl, not Bhad Bunny. Sorry about that. Anyway, so I'll continue. Bhad Bunny said that her child's father is getting the help he needs after she shared the photos of the video. Okay, so this is what she said, okay? She said, "I love that man more than I love myself, and it's honestly really sad." Okay, that's a horrible first line. You shouldn't love anybody more than you love yourself, like maybe your kids, and that's it, but okay. Anyway, she goes on to say, "But unfortunately, this is real life, and I know the easy way out is to leave, and it's better, and that's better said than done. This doesn't happen. This doesn't happen this extremely often, but LV definitely has a problem. He's going to get the help he needs. Right now, there's no room for mistakes, and this doesn't happen." She's writing this on social media, so there's some mistakes. She said, "This doesn't happen this extremely often, but LV..." Okay, I just read this already, no? Oh, okay, somebody took a screenshot. Hold on. Now he goes, where is she now? Okay, and there's no room for mistakes, and he knows that. Whoever says that they're for me will be supportive of me no matter what I choose to do. Y'all know I give my MFers hell, but there's no excuse for that at all whatsoever. My point in sharing it wasn't to attack him. It was for him to see what he does is wrong and to take accountability and make real change." Whew. Okay, sorry for that horrible reading, but it was a little all over the place. Anyways, so basically she's saying her real fans, her real people, the people who love her, will be there for her regardless of whatever she decides to do. She also is clearly saying that, she's going to stay and support him. A couple of things this doesn't happen this extreme that often. So if this was extreme, that means that he's probably hit you multiple times before, but was never this extreme. So, why do we have to put extreme on it? Hitting is hitting. You know what I mean? Like, there's no level of domestic abuse, right? You hit somebody, whether they have a black eye or not, or they bleed or not. Like, I don't like the extreme word. I don't like her saying that she loves him more than she loves herself. But it's clear, right? Because she's putting him before herself. I was reading, or I think I saw it on Instagram where somebody was saying, a doctor was saying, statistically, women report abuse 7 times before they leave somebody, before they leave their partner. So that's calling the cops. Hey, he hit me. Hey, he hit me. Reporting it or telling somebody about it, bringing it to her attention. And it's only on the 8th time statistically on average that they leave. So it's really sad that that happens and things have to be like this. But look, man, Bhad Bhabie, it's her life. It's her child's father. It's not some man that she just met 2 weeks ago who she's dating. It's her child's father. But this is another thing I was going to say before I get off of this topic. Having to post the pictures and the video online was the only way to let him know that it's serious and that he needs to change. That's crazy. How about the fact that your eye was swollen shut? Like, that should have been enough to scare him. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to say, hey, he got into a rage and didn't realize, but then you see me after, that should be enough. It shouldn't be where you have to expose him. Like, I get what she's doing. And it's like, hey, you can get arrested for this. I'll expose them, let everybody know. And now you're really going to have to change. I get the frame of mind that she's in, but I 100% disagree with it. That's not the step that needs to be taken. He should want to change because he loves you and he doesn't want to hurt you, right? And any real man that is loving you is not going to want to inflict pain on somebody that they love. So, horrible story. I don't want to say sad to see her that she's staying there because it's her life and she has to make these decisions. But we'll see. We'll hope this never happens again and we don't have to hear about it again. So let me know what you guys think. All right, in our third and final lead story, comedian Aries Spears asks some Black women to stop wearing big fake lashes. He says you don't need them. Comedian Aries Spears issues a PSA for some Black women when it comes to wearing fake lashes. Take a listen.
Can some of y'all, please, for the love of God, stop wearing them big fake eyelashes? Are you not aware of how ridiculous that shit looks? To have this on your face, it looked like you got pterodactyl wings. Them eyelashes look like BBLs for your face.
Okay, I just realized after listening to that, this probably shouldn't have been in lead story and more in quick stories. But and for those of you who are not seeing the video, he literally put his hand on his eye, being like, they're this big. The reason why I thought the story was funny is that I love eclectic fashion, being forward, makeup, hair styles and different. Like, I love when a woman, is not afraid to be experimentative, especially when she's going out, whatever. I'm not talking you running around in the house or whatever. No, don't have to wear makeup at all. But if you're into makeup and you're going out to a nice dinner and you want to change up every time and do fun things, I totally love that. Change your hair, extensions, wig, do whatever you want. Love that. The one thing that I am not down with at all are the big, huge fake lashes. I completely agree with Aries Spears. I don't even like the fake lashes, but I have seen where some girls have very, very little short eyelashes and they don't curl. So I've seen girls put on like little fake lashes and it maybe just extends or make them a little bit fuller. But that is like the limit. The new fashion and the new style that's coming out now where it's so heavy, you can literally see the eyelids struggling. It's like, and it's not only Black girls, by the way, because I see some white girls doing it too. It just looks trashy. Like, it does not look good. Like I said, I know this is not a lead story, but it really went out viral. So I really wanted to some time to talk about it. But yes, women, this is a PSA to women. Please continue to be stylish. Please continue to be fashion forward. Please continue to be experimentative. We will support you in everything that you do. But you gotta cut out the big fake lashes. All right, this brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. Hitmaka says that he's not in a romantic relationship with Tink and doesn't believe successful men should be with just one woman. Hitmaker made it clear that he and Tink, by the way, I don't even know who Tink is, but whatever. He and Tink are no longer in a romantic relationship, and that it's beautiful and things are beautiful between them. He expressed that he believes successful men should not just be with one woman. Take a listen.
You don't tell the truth.
I am telling the truth.
But you literally have a public relationship that sometimes you don't claim. Like, why do you do that? Is that just a guy thing, an artist thing? Is it?
I don't believe that one man, a successful man, should be with one woman.
Okay, I'm so confused by this because, like, well, I don't understand what the point of it is. Like, why didn't they get into a deeper conversation about it? Anyway, so he just threw that out there, and of course, everybody like started commenting and going crazy. And so my take on it is that what I don't like that he said is, I don't think it has anything to do with you being successful or not. Like, why don't you think a successful man should be with just one woman? What if that man falls in love with somebody and doesn't want to be with another person? That's what I don't get. Now, what he's trying to say, what I think he's trying to say is that a man that's successful, that let's say what it is, a man that has money and that has more options than the average man who's working whatever a 9-to-5 job and is making average salary. Okay, you're rich, you could fly around, you could do whatever, blah blah, and it's easier, quote unquote, at that point, which is, that's a whole other topic in itself, because it's not necessarily easier, because what quality kind of women are you getting? But I digress. Let's just pretend like he's right. But just because you're successful and you're rich and you have more options than the average guy, but why does he think, or why do men think just because you have success that you're going to want to be with more than one woman? This is what I'm trying to say. That's what doesn't make any sense to me. If you are, and I'm not knocking the people who do want to be with more than one woman. I talk about that in my book. I am single. I like to date. I like to go out. I totally get that, but that has nothing to do with me being successful or not. I was the same way when I was broke. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I've been single for all these years. But I've also been in 3-4 serious relationships. So I've lived with girls. So I just don't think, and I think that's probably why everyone's talking about it, I don't think success equates with being more than one woman. If you're successful and you like to live a single life, then all the more power to you. But just because you're successful doesn't mean all of a sudden you're going to like being with more than one woman. Like, just a stupid comment. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Send me an email, comment below, or send me a DM. All right, in our second and final quick story, J-Lo shows y'all that she is still Jenny from the block. All right, this is a really quick story, actually. This should have been in Speed News. Jennifer Lopez, I don't know what this is, making of something El Paso. I don't know if this is a movie single or her album. We all know that she had to cancel her tour from poor album sales. She claimed that it was because of her and Ben Affleck were divorcing. But anyways, Jennifer Lopez has a new sexy clip. I'm going to put it up on my YouTube channel, or also on Spotify if you guys want to see it. But J-Lo is looking real good. I haven't seen her look like this in a long time. We do know now that J-Lo, not that we do know, we know that she is older. She is, she's 54, 55? She looks like she did when she first came out 25 years ago. She looks like the exact same J-Lo. She's literally wearing like little short like jeans shorts. The little, the bottom of her butt is showing out. She's bending over, shaking it, twerking. Like, I have not seen J-Lo like this in the past 15 or 20 years. She is looking good. Her body's on point. The dance moves, she looks super, super hot. It's going super viral. You guys should definitely check out the video. Shout out to J-Lo. All right, this brings us to question of the day. All right, what's the best concert you've ever been to? Okay, this is going to be hard for me. All right, Rock Steady said Rihanna Diamond World Tour. It's Biscuit said Blackout Jay-Z concert. I think, did I go to that one? I think I went to 2 Jay-Z concerts, 444. I think I may have gone to the Blackout. Sade, oh wow, I would pay big money to go and see Sade. That would be an amazing concert. Real Keisha 13 said never been to one. Okay, that's sad. Sucka Frenchie said someone once told me they have to see Beyonce perform at least one time in your life, and I believe it. Of course, I knew people were going to say Beyonce. And matter of fact, I have seen a lot of people in concert. I've never seen Beyonce. It's crazy. Chris Brown is unmatched. I've seen lots of artists and no one compares. I'm being biased, and I'm not being biased. Okay, relax. I wouldn't say that he's unmatched. He's definitely there because Michael Jackson will 100% be better than Chris Brown. Any one of Beyonce tours. Somebody said, all right, this person has a little bit of a list. Babe said, Queen Bee, Beyonce, Sasha Fierce. Oh my gosh. She's giving us all Beyonce's names. Mother of the House, Beyonce, Miss Carter, Blues Client, and Mama Tina's Daughter. Hilarious. Here we go. Somebody finally said, Michael Jackson Bad Tour in 1998. My first concert ever, and it was the best yet. Somebody again said Chris Brown. All right, Chris got 2. Here's Beyonce. And then she goes, which concert, you may ask? And she said yes. So basically, she's gone to every single one of Beyonce's concert. That's a Beehive fan. Again, Nicki Minaj. Again, Beyonce. But then the next person, Onika Shrimppen, said Nicki Minaj, Gag City. That was actually just this year. She came to Montreal. I've never seen Nicki in concert. She came to Montreal, and I was supposed to go, but I was in Atlanta that weekend, and I missed it. I would have liked to have seen Nicki. Somebody said, I have never been to a concert in 20 years of living because I'm saving my experience for Chris Brown, and I'm fitting to see him next week. All right, that's cool. Imagine your first concert being a Chris Brown concert. That's really cool. Somebody said Beyonce Renaissance, hands down, all Chris Brown. Yo, I never knew Chris Brown had such a good concert. Really? You know what? I think it's because Chris Brown's concert is just going on right now. Chris Brown is on tour. I think maybe y'all are just getting hyped because it's probably the last concert you went to. All right. Somebody else said Kendrick Lamar. Okay, stop it. Kendrick cannot come into this conversation. Jay-Z and B on the Run too. Chris Brown and Nicki. Wow, Nicki got another one. All right. I guess I missed the Nicki Minaj. I wanted to see if anybody would have said, who else was on tour? Megan Thee Stallion and Glorilla. But nobody said that. There you go. Somebody said Prince. Shout out to Prince. And again, somebody said Chris Brown is the best performer. Wow. All right. I will try to check out Chris Brown. For me, one of the best concerts, I would say Janet Jackson. She's dope. And I don't know if whoever knows me, I love Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson and Usher. I saw Usher in Toronto. I was 1-2 rows back when Kanye West was actually opening for him. That's how long ago that was. It was 10, 15 years ago. But yeah, Usher, Kanye West, that was a crazy, crazy concert. One of my favorite. Drake actually also too puts on a good show. I think I've seen Drake twice. Jay-Z 444 was really dope. It's hard to pick, man. But yeah, anyways, let's go into the second question of the day. All right, this brings us to our second question of the day. What's a green food that is super underrated? Okay, I love finding out dietary things. I'm actually big on food, so I picked this question because I figured I'm gonna get some good information. All right, so a green food that's super underrated. Okay, somebody said artichokes. I don't know if I've ever tried artichoke. What is an artichoke? Is that the little small little cabbage? Anyways, those are okay. Some full pump said okra. Oh my gosh, my sister loves okra. We're Jamaican, so back in the day, my mom used to always make okra. Oh my gosh, okra is the nastiest thing ever. I don't care how good it is for you. I don't care the vitamins, minerals, nothing. Horrible. Oh my gosh. Somebody said weed. That's funny. Brussels sprouts. Burn it a little. I've had actually crispy, not burnt, but yes, a little charred Brussels sprouts. Actually very good. Avocado makes everything taste better. 1,000%. Avocado is really good. Somebody said spinach. Okay, relax. Spinach is not all that crazy. Asparagus. Brussels sprouts are fire. Brussels sprouts are pretty good, but I wouldn't say they were I wouldn't say they're underrated. Really? Anyways, we'll see. Somebody said bok chow. Bok chow is pretty good. Can't lie. Okra again? Hell no. Zucchini, pickles, cucumbers are so refreshing. Cucumbers have no taste. It's not the cucumber you like. It's the salad dressing. Kiwi. That's a good one. That's my answer. I'm stealing this guy's answer. Hez MRF. Kiwi. Kiwi is severely underrated, man. Fresh green beans, not canned. Somebody said cilantro. Oh my gosh, I hate cilantro. It's horrible. Pickles. You know what? Pickles are a little underrated too. The sweet ones, they're really good, man. Greens and cabbage mix, avocado. But the thing with avocado is not underrated. Like everybody knows avocado is amazing, right? So everybody has guacamole. So you can't it has to be underrated where it's not super popular. Well, then I should take out pickles then because pickles are not underrated. Kale. Kale is actually pretty underrated, not as far as taste, but as far as the nutritional value. Like when you just have like iceberg lettuce, it's nothing. It's literally like just drinking water. But kale has on the grade of from A to A to F or whatever, it's an A plus. Like it has more vitamins and minerals than any other leafy vegetable in the vegetable family. So yeah, kale is underrated. It's just not the best taste in the world. And even the consistency, it's like thick, hard and kind of plasticky a little bit. No diddy. Somebody wrote, okay, I don't know what that is. Literally kale and fresh spinach. Fresh spinach is good too. I used to have that as my salad. Brussels sprouts, spinach. Looks like spinach is winning. Cucumbers again. Horrible. Okra. All right. Yeah, I'm going to have some spinach. I'm going to go to the grocery store. Not spinach. I'm going to get kiwi. And maybe I'll get some Brussels sprouts and burn them. Let me know from the two questions of the day, what was your favorite concert? And also, what is a green vegetable that is not super popular that you feel is underrated? Let me know. Send me an email, trentoutloud@cfqr600.com. Comment below or send me a DM at any of my social handles, Trent Out Loud or Exclucity Media. All right, this brings us to sports news. We kind of have a little bit there's no sports going on right now, so it's hard to find cool sports stories. But I did find a little Warriors update. Apparently, Paul George was supposed to go to the Warriors. It almost happened. Steph said, where's the article? I'm trying to find it. Yeah, it says Paul George says he was very close to becoming a Warrior. Actually, you know what? I have a clip. That's what it is. Here, take a listen.
I heard that the Warriors wanted you, and even Draymond Green said on his podcast that they wanted you. They was interested in you.
That was a real thing. That was close to being done.
I think Paul George and Steph Curry and Draymond Green would have been good, but I don't think it would have been what people are saying. You know what I mean? Like that's not like a Giannis and Dame partnering up, you know? But it's also too that, I mean, I like Paul George and everything, but I don't think that Paul George is on the level of a Steph or Giannis, Dame, SGA, who else? It's Anthony Edwards. Like, I think Paul George is maybe like, if those guys are top 10, I think Paul George is like in the 20s-ish or 15 or 20 as best players in the league. I know there's a lot of people that love Paul George. Somebody I was watching the other day, they asked him, like, who's the GOAT? And they said, Paul George is the greatest basketball player ever of all time. So I'm like, I'm joking. First of all, if you don't have a championship, you can't be in the conversation. So I think he doesn't have I don't think he has a ring. Anyways, Steph Curry also said this about Klay Thompson. He said, I kind of have this idea, like in October, like he's still going to show up. Like he's going to open a door and say, hey guys, what's up? But I know that's really not happening. So that's Steph Curry really just missing Klay. And Steph Curry also said this about being a Warrior. He said, I want to be a Warrior for life. But like you said, things change quickly. And so that was Steph Curry on staying with the Warriors. So we all know it's summer break from the NBA, and this is where all the trading is going to go on or whatever. I really don't think Steph Curry will leave the Warriors. It won't be a money thing, but he is that franchise. But I will say, with Klay gone, and now just having Draymond and they have some fillers. I could see if they don't pick up somebody like a Paul George or pick up somebody who's, top 10 or top 15 to help Steph. I still think Steph is hungry. Like, Steph is my favorite player in the league. Warriors are my team. Wherever Steph goes, that's who I'm going to be rooting for. He goes to the Knicks, it's go Knicks all year. But I think that Steph Curry is actually hungrier than LeBron is to get a ring. LeBron just wants to play with his son. He wants JJ Redick. LeBron ain't trying to get a ring. I think Steph Curry is still hungry, and I think that he would go to a team if the Warriors head office doesn't bring in more talent for them to be a contender. I mean, look at this year. They only they didn't even make it into the play-in, or did they just? I think they lost in the first round in the play-in. Anyways, it was just horrible. But I would like to see Steph partner up. I'd like them to stay at the Warriors. But if not, Steph, leave, and you are 2 rings away from matching Jordan. I would love to see that. He's the only other person that I would like to be in the conversation. I would love to see Steph be in the conversation over LeBron. I like to be Jordan, Kobe, Steph. Just because Steph changed the game, he ushered in a whole new era that wasn't even there before. There's more 3-point shots taken this year than I think in like the past 30 years in the NBA or something, and that's all due to Steph Curry. Anyways, that was my little war update. Like I said, it's hard to find sports news when there's no sports going on, so it's only going to be trading stuff. But that is what I found for you, and that is the show. Thank you for kicking it with me on this Tuesday. Of course, I'll be back tomorrow. Of course, because it's a full work week. No more holidays, man. I'm so mad. I love St. Jean Baptiste Canada Day, and then July the 4th. I have 3 weeks of straight, long weekends, and now it's all over. So yes, I will be back tomorrow. I'll be back here all week. Thanks for checking in with me and hanging out. Before I leave, just want to remind you, if you're used to watching this on podcast platforms if you're used to listening to this on podcast platforms or watching it on YouTube, please try to check me out on CFQR600.com. It could be from anywhere in the world, any device. Just go to CFQR600.com and just click the listen live. I am on that radio station from 11 to 12, Monday through Friday. We play the Trent Out Loud podcast, and we mix it in with 90s and 2000s hip-hop and R&B. It's a really good show. It's a good way to listen to the show, and it breaks up your day, right smack 11 to 12. On the flip side, if you can't always catch the show between 11 to 12, if you're a loyal listener that listens on the radio and you miss it some days, don't worry about it. We always upload the podcast on YouTube and Spotify, YouTube and podcast platforms. Make sure you check out Spotify because they do play video now. But you could check out the Trent Out Loud podcast there on demand. Just go to your desired site, type in Trent Out Loud, the show will pop up. You hit the follow button or the subscribe button so you could be notified every time we upload new episodes. That's it. Thanks for kicking with me. I will see you tomorrow and have a great day. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace.